and the ASEAN in the course of our various businesses. And we do see that there is an emerging opportunity if it can be harnessed and if it can be harnessed well with India and Indian companies. But let me put things in perspective. I have placed my address in 3 parts. One is I thought I would give all of you what we see as a very macro perspective across the world. Secondly, I will get a little granular in terms of what we as Indian business and with some small experience in Africa and the ASEAN see what are the key issues that we notice as Indian business. And finally, what I feel that the Indian government is currently attempting to do and the role of chambers of commerce like the Andhra Chamber. First of all, if you take a very macro perspective, global growth is in the newspaper every day, predominantly relative to India, but global growth is slowing. And this is also in developed markets. And this is mainly because if I take or if I distill the singular reason why this can potentially happen is because of an uncertain trade environment. Now, India, Africa, and parts of the ASEAN, they are comparatively much better because our country and the countries in Africa and the ASEAN have a lot to catch up with. Our infrastructure needs to grow, the aspirations are high, and therefore there will be growth in this region. We will grow a minimum of 5-6% every year. Statistics apart, this is the kind of minimum growth that we will see. It is less than what we aspire to grow, or the government of India says as we aspire to grow, but this we will see a minimum rate of growth. African economies are certainly getting stronger.
Ambitious one, especially in the context of the current slowdown fears that you all know about. This goal by 2025 requires that our economy grows at 9% plus real growth rate for the next 6 years. That's an ambitious goal. The reason is that in the last, if you take the last 2 decades, we have grown at roughly about 6 to 7% on an average. And in the last 5 years, it has been around 7%. So taking this growth rate to 9% is a massive task. So is this goal really attainable? We also have a goal of 10 trillion by 2032. That seems to be even a bigger ambition that we have. What are the driving factors that can take us to this level in the next 6 years and the next 12 years to 5 and 10 trillion? Can we really achieve it? If you really see the current landscape, economic landscape internationally at a broad level, macro level, we have done quite well, relatively, in the last several years. We are currently the fastest growing large economy in the world for several years. And we have surpassed China. Of course, the size are totally different, so that, it's not going to matter in the immediate context, but in the long term, if we can maintain that growth rate, I think we can grow even faster.